And now, live from the studios of WHUC, this is Real Talk, where we get you something to talk about.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into another edition of Real Talk. I'm your host, Kamaria Seaton. Fashion is a general term that can apply to many forms of art, but specifically clothing. Today, our guests are familiar with the term fashion and its many forms of arts. Let's welcome our guests and fashionistas, LaTrenda Hudson, Charlotte Washington, and Rosie Levy, with a warm round of applause. How y'all doing today?
How you doing? How you doing?
All right. I'm going to start off with what and why did you all decide to come back to college and major in clothing and textile?
When I retired, I used to sew with my mother 10 years ago. And so when I retired, I decided, well, I need to do something. So I decided to go back to my old roots. So the old roots was to pick up where I left off with my mother. And so that's what led me back to fashion. But then I like it anyway.
Well, I'm a retired service member and I had VA funds. My passion really is interior design, but of course the campus didn't offer that. So the next thing was fashion. So I gave fashion a try and I really did enjoy it. I recommend it for anybody who thinking about fashion but not quite sure, give it a whirl.
Oh, well, I model, so I wanted to not only model the clothes, but I wanted to start making them so I could put my own designs in shows. And so the only campus that offered fashion was Utica. And so I just decided to go ahead and just come and learn how to sew. I knew nothing about sewing. Didn't know how to use a sewing machine, didn't know how to thread a needle, nothing. But coming here, I actually got what I needed from the program. So.
Yes, and you said, Miss Charlotte, that your desire first was interior design.
Interior design, that's my passion, but I really do love sewing. I mean, I think it's something I will utilize in the future, and I really think it upped my interior game a lot.
Okay, how has it been being a non-traditional student here at Hines Utica campus?
Well, I had taken classes in marketing here, so non-traditionally, so I think I'm just a pro at it, So it really didn't bother me at all, I was very familiar with it. I've been at Raymond campus, the Rankin campus, and now Utica campus. I've been all over Hines.
And if you don't mind me asking, what major did you have going to Rankin and Raymond? Like, what did you?
I started with general studies, and then I decided to go into marketing, and then fashion was really the other half of marketing, believe it or not. So I gave fashion a whirl, and I don't regret it.
Do any of you have problems with balancing work and college as well? Is it easy, or do you be tired?
Oh, well, if you're going to put your heart into fashion, you can get tired out.
Right.
And, but it hadn't been a problem. The only, I guess, to get tired, because I'm commuting. Well, all of us are commuting. So I think the back and forth coming to class is the most challenging and the wear out. But anytime you want to try to design something yourself, you are going to put in the work. And it's going to be tired, but you don't know it's tired until later on after you get home, because while you're doing it, you're having fun. Right. And because us three, we collaborated very well in class and helped each other out. So we really didn't feel tired till we got home.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, it's a passion. You have to love it because you're going to spend a lot of time. If you want to be good at it, you are going to spend a lot of time at it. So it's got to be something that you enjoy doing. And like LaTrenda said, me and LaTrenda, we entered the program and we didn't know what a sewing machine was, what a bobbin was, and now we were putting gowns and everything else on the runway. So I mean, but that was it was hard work. I don't want you to think that it's easy, because we did put the time in.
Yes,
but it's good to see the transition from where you started and where you end up at.
Yes,
and then you can really pat yourself on the back, especially knowing you don't know what a bobbin is to go in the machine. And now now you actually know how to sew an outfit. Now you know how to sew an outfit when you didn't know what a bobbin was. Right. So, when you look at that type thing.
I remember my first semester when I the first day of class, I think Ms. Davis was doing the syllabus and explaining what all she expected from us. And I was like, ooh, wait a minute. We are doing pillows and curtains and stuff. I was ready to pack my bags and go. I was like, ooh, this class ain't for me. I got time to drop. I got time to drop it. But then something, she kept talking, and something just sparked me and said, girl, go ahead in there and give that a try. You might, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I stayed. I'm glad I put my little pen back down, my pencil back down, and stuck with it. Because it was rewarding, challenging, all that.
Yes. So far, I'm learning and having an amazing time with our guests, but we will take a quick break and be back with more information about the fashion students' involvement in an international competition. Stay tuned.
Real Talk will be right back after this.
When it comes to different topics around the Heinz community, Real Talk is the answer.
The alumni who have graduated from the program.
A lot of that is them getting to know me.
This is the show that talks about lifestyle, culture, fashion, art, and having you in the know of what's going on across the Utica campus and the entire community college of Heinz. Be sure to watch Real Talk exclusively on Heinz's very own WHUC.
And now, Real Talk continues.
Welcome back to Real Talk. I'm your host, Kamaria Seaton. For those who are just joining us today, I'm with LaTrenda Hudson, Charlotte Washington, and Rosie Levi, designers and students of the Clothing and Textile Department. This past weekend, you all ripped the runway in some of the most beautiful pieces that I have seen in person. I enjoyed every last bit of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I feel good.
Yes. Not only did you get to show your pieces, but you ripped the runway as well. But how did it feel to finally show off your talent and work?
Amazing. Amazing. To know where I come from and what I've achieved, it was just amazing.
Yeah, and personally speaking, like for my line, I used 90%, 95% of my garments were made from used jeans, like old blue jeans. So I took old blue jeans, ripped them, made fabric from it, and everything pretty much that hit the runway was made with old recycled jeans. That's actually going to be my goal once I start putting my fashion in shows. It's going to be all about using old material. So whether it's old clothes, plastic. When I learned how to use plastic bottles, I know how to do the plastic bags, but my next project is plastic bottles because I want to do sustainability. I guess it's what they call sustainable garments.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that's my next project.
That is I never heard of that before. Yes, ma'am. That's an interesting way. I didn't even know those pieces was from used jeans. They didn't look like it either. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. Used jeans, and like I said, 95% of it. And we actually had Mr. Collins from the electronics department right across the hallway. He made these gloves for us to wear in the show, and they actually light up. So you would put them on like this and then wrap them here and then turn this on and then they light up.
It's so cool.
Yeah, and so he made these for us to wear in the show. I don't know if y'all were able, if the audience was able to see them, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too, especially with all of us being outside of the box. This is actually outside the box too. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, yes ma'am.
You know, my design was flowers, really, Garden of Eden, where we just show all the flowers and the different designs and everything. But I have had the passion of wanting to know how to design my own pattern, how to customize pattern without actually using a bought pattern. And so I have accomplished that. So I feel like, and that was my main goal, was to learn how to customize my own pattern and to be able to cut out without having a store bought pattern. So I have accomplished that. So I think I have reached my goal that I was trying for. So it was just good to see everything come out and watch each one of our design, because we are all showing our flavors.
Right.
Yes.
And so it was just good to see all our tastes come together and how it was formed and everything. And you know, we have fun.
We had
So class was fun to us. It was not like a class, because we was loud, talk, communicate with each other, make jokes about what we were doing or what we were what we were doing or what we were not doing.
Right.
So we really did have fun, and we wish we could encourage others to come to Hines Community College here in Utica
Yes.
and try fashion and design. I don't think they could go wrong about coming here and learning how to do things, because when you only have a little, when you can do your own fashion, you can transform, like LaTrina was talking about the using pants. You can transform other things into other design. So it's a benefit. And then you can go out and get your own business, or you can just take up items for someone else and still get a profit. Then you can make items out of your own home and still get a profit. So you can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't.
And Ms. Rose is a pro.
Yeah, I saw
She's a pro at pattern.
Yes, I saw the outfit that you came out with, the red jacket.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
I love. Was that like pants or a skirt?
It was pants.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was at the
And believe it
bar.
or not, I wrestled with those pants that morning before actually coming.
Right.
Before actually coming, so yeah, I like it too.
And I was glitter and glam, okay,
Yes.
because I was in the service for the first chapter of my life, over 22 years, and all I wore was camouflage and draft colors, and so I wanted to come out. I wanted to shine. I wanted to break out with all the things I was denied in the military.
Yeah, you did that. Yeah, some glitter everywhere. I
We might
love
can
it.
take those fatigues and turn them into something that
I give it to LaTrina. Look, I give it to LaTrina. Let her recycle.
we can turn them into something.
That's her thing. I let her repurpose them.
There is another opportunity for you all to show your fashion and your skills. There's a competition coming up, and you're going to be representing the Hines Utica campus. Can you all tell me a little about that?
LaTrina, we're going to let you take that since you did the
Are we
video.
talking about the national?
She's talking about the national.
The national. Yes, so it's actually, it's called Textile, and it's pretty much based on ways you can use soybeans in fashion and textile. And so what we did was they sent us a box with these different items that we had to use. It was what? Wax,
Yeah,
thread,
leather.
soy milk. It was some more things.
The soybeans.
The soybeans. And we had to use at least 3 items out of the box for the program or for the competition, but we used more than the 3, and we actually made things from scratch. And so we made a video, and the theme of the video was an African queen who wanted a dress made for a birthday party. And so we put our different parts in it and then submitted it, and they loved it because it was unique. We didn't just make something and say, hey, here you go. We actually put a story to it and made a video as if it was actually happening.
Yeah.
And
So we had a drum.
we had a
We had an
drum.
outfit, and we also had the leather that was made into a picture that we used on the actual outfit and on the drum.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, yes I am.
Well, can you tell me some of the plans that you all will have once you graduate from this program?
Well, some of my plans are I already have some individuals that want me to sew some items for them. So soon as I leave here, take a little break, then I will begin to sew some other garments. So I'll probably be in the probably do alterations and make some few items. I got to get my daughter out the way first because she's screaming for a couple pants.
Well, I'm already retired, and my plans are to see where it takes me. I don't know. You know, I don't have any immediate plans, but you never know. I'm just hopeful for the future, see where it takes me.
And well, I want to continue to make clothes from upcycled garments and material. And I want to put my clothes in shows not only in Mississippi but other states. And I also want, we actually had an experience of being wardrobe on a set, wardrobe assistants. And so I actually want to get into that. I want to be on movie sets, dressing people, and that's my thing. So.
All of it sounds amazing, and I do wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I would like to thank our guests and those who are tuning into Real Talk. Make sure to like us on Facebook at the Radio and Television Production and subscribe to our YouTube channel to be up to date with all stories surrounding Hines. You're watching Real Talk. Until next time.